Yeah, hi, I just want to show you this really easy tutorial, and I have some nice fabric here, and it's of course a Christmassy theme, but this tutorial can work for any time of year. So basically I'm using this gray fabric and I'm just cutting it a little bit shorter in length. I have bought 1/2 meter and it's a little bit too long for what I want it to be, so I'm cutting a little bit off there, just trying to make it even, straight. Yes, that was good. And then I'm stitching it down through this along the sides, just simple and easy as that. I'm not using a serge or a zigzag stitch on any of the edges because I feel like jersey stretchy fabric, it doesn't fray as much as normal woven fabric, and I just want it to be a quick tutorial, so that's why I'm not doing it like that. For this tape for the waist, this elastic decorative tape, I'm also stitching it up into a tube, making sure that the ends don't fray here by giving it some extra zigzag stitch is a good idea because that's elastic and that can really fray and that can go up and be really bad. So remember to have the Merry Christmas facing out if you want to be able to read it, and have the fabric facing out the right way. Yes. And then it's just about gathering the skirt, making sure that you have the same amount of gathers, the same amount of ruffles all the way around. And you can do a hand basting stitch or a basting stitch on your machine where you basically just get a thread all the way through the top opening of the skirt, and then you pull at it and make sure that you get the ruffles that way. That is a really good way to do it, and I plan to make a tutorial about that soon. But for now, I like this way of doing it. I just find the different halves and quarter markings on my elastic, and then I just also measure out approximately half of the skirt opening and a quarter of the skirt opening and so on. So I make sure that between each wonder clip there is the same amount of fabric that needs to be gathered and ruffled. And I actually just do that on my machine. So I'm just really careful about where I am and making sure that, oh, have I gathered this approximately the same between all these wonder clips. And maybe that's something I can do because I've done it many times, but I you should give it a try definitely. And if not, then use more wonder clips, use more pins, and do it in a way that you feel safe. And sometimes you can also just stitch it on in these different markings, so you don't have the wonder clips on, but you stitch it on, so you have it stitched on in one side and stitch it on from the other side and do it that way. That is also a good way to make sure that you don't suddenly get to the end of this of the elastic and then there's still a lot of skirt left, of skirt fabric. So that's also a good way to do it. And you will be able to see it soon as it's coming out of the sewing machine, what it's going to look like. Yeah, it's going to be really, really great. And you might have a bit of excess fabric when you make those ruffles. Then you can't make it completely aligned with the elastic, but that's okay. I'm taking one last bit now, ruffling it up, making sure the gathers look nice. And of course, this is at double speed, but this is still a very short tutorial. So even though you won't be able to make it in 4 minutes perhaps, which would also be insane, you can still make this pretty quickly and you can end up with a really nice result. And of course, this fabric is also this type of fabric that doesn't fray. It has this plissé treatment to it. So I actually didn't hem the bottom either. I just completely went with it as it was. And there it is. You can see the gathers look nice. They look the same all around. So yay for that. That was a really fun make. And as you can see, it also looks really cute on. Merry Christmas, everybody, and thanks for watching. Bye.